Hello everyone, this is Darcenova here. This is my review on Jedi Quest, The Way of the Apprentice. This is the second book in the series, even though it's listed as the first. Technically, there's another one before this. Luckily, this one is not that hard to find. I'll explain later. Jedi Quest. This is essentially a sequel to Jedi Apprentice. If you've read Jedi Apprentice, then you should be familiar with the ongoing character arc of Obi-Wan Kenobi at this point. This also deals with Obi-Wan continuing having doubts about, Anakin. No, not in his abilities, but if he's truly right for him. This also has Anakin having to deal with working with a rival and also making a friend. This book is pretty much the first time that Anakin's ever had to work together with other Jedi and try to put his difference aside for the greater good. Anakin does clash with Fearless Orden, who is his rival. I can't comment on the character. I don't know anything about Fearless Orden. Hopefully I'm not butchering his name. I would not be lying if I said it. I pretty much side with Anakin on many of the issues he has with him. This is pretty much dealing with Obi-Wan and Anakin, along with the group of Jedi Masters and Padawans, having to deal with a crisis on a planet because there's essentially toxins in the atmosphere, but I'm not going to give away what the plot truly is and who's the one behind it. Anakin in this book has to learn to work together with other Padawans. And he also makes a friend who I assume is going to be a friend who's going to be with Anakin throughout the rest of the series, possibly even the Clone Wars multimedia project. I don't know. Don't spoil what happens because I don't want to know. This story I think is pretty good. I think it stands alone. The reason I haven't talked, I don't want to give too much away because essentially it's easy enough to find where you can essentially get it on Kindle for $5. I don't think it's a bad deal. It's unfortunate that the prequel series to this isn't available in that format. Is this book worth your time? As a standalone story, I think it is, though this is the first of a bigger story, and I can't wait to review the future stories in this series. I know this review is short, but there isn't as much to talk about in this novel like there was in the first one. With that, I don't want to pan this out for no reason. I think the first book in this series, at least or the second, I think is a good read, and it's not easy. It's not a hard one to find if you don't care about a physical copy. You could get it on Kindle. If you have Audible, you could actually listen to the audiobook. Yes, the first 4 books of this series are available on Audible. And Jonathan Davis, you can't go wrong with him. I don't think he's as good as Mark Thompson, but I think he's a close second to me. Jedi Quest, I think I would give it a classic rating. I think it's worth your time, especially if you are a fan of Jade Watson and you enjoyed her previous works, the Jedi Apprentice novels, or you just simply want to read about Anakin and Obi-Wan, and you want to just read some adventures they may have had prior to Episode 2. Whatever way you choose, I think you would like to read this. Now, I'm looking forward to reading more. Sorry this review is kind of short, but honestly, considering the content in this, there isn't enough content for me to do a video as long as the last one. So, may the Force be with you. See you next time. And the next one called Trial of the Jedi. Assuming there isn't a cliffhanger towards the end where I have to read the next book in order to get a resolution. Later, guys, may the force be with you, and have a good day.